Hi guys and welcome to Crazy Pepper Revenge. This channel is all about crazy true stories, stuff that happens in real life when things get a little bit messy, people dealing with drama, cheating, lies, breakups, and even revenge. Some stories are wild, some are emotional, but all of them will keep you watching. If you like real talk and real situations, you're in the right place. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and stick around. This is Crazy Pepper Revenge, where the stories get spicy.
I had a vasectomy. You lost.
My wife Andrea and I were celebrating our 10th anniversary with both families at my parents' spacious dining room. She'd been acting weird lately, wearing bold red lipstick she never used before, dressing differently, always whispering with her mother Linda, who despised me and constantly implied I was controlling and kept Andrea in a cage. The whole dinner was tense. Linda kept making snide comments about how I never appreciated Andrea properly. Her sister Madison joined in with low blows about why we only had one kid, our daughter Liz, who was away at college. My parents tried to keep things civil, but you could cut the tension with a knife. Right when they brought out the chocolate anniversary cake, Andrea stands up with her wine glass like she's making a toast. Instead, she drops the nuclear bomb. I have an announcement. I've realized something. For years, I've felt stifled, underappreciated. Rob doesn't fulfill my needs, emotionally or otherwise. I've decided I want an open marriage. I want to see other men. I'm not divorcing you, Rob, but I need freedom to explore. You owe me that much for the neglect I've endured. In front of both our families, at our freaking anniversary dinner. Her mother immediately backs her up. Yes, dear. That's very brave of you. Don't let him keep you from your happiness. Linda was practically glowing with pride at her daughter's audacity. My parents' jaws hit the floor. My dad choked on his drink. I felt my face burning with humiliation. Have you lost your mind? I muttered, trying to keep composure. This is how you celebrate our anniversary? By telling our families you want other men? She just shrugged, completely unapologetic. I waited for you to give me what I needed. I tried subtlety, Rob, but you never noticed. So here we are, laying the truth out. At least now you can't ignore me. Linda chimed in again. See, he always ignores you. Told you so. I snapped. Fine. Enjoy your openness. I'm done. I walked out that night and slept in my car in some random parking lot, mind churning with rage and betrayal. She'd turned our anniversary into a carnival of humiliation. Called my lawyer Marcus first thing in the morning. I want out. She humiliated me in front of my family, says she wants multiple lovers. I'm done. The texts started pouring in from Andrea, a mix of arrogance and anger. You ran out like a coward. Typical. If you ever loved me, you'd understand my needs. Then threats. Don't you dare file for divorce. You'll regret it. When I went back to get clothes, she was waiting with Linda. Look who decided to crawl back, Linda sneered. Andrea was drumming her manicured nails against the wall. You done sulking? I'm filing for divorce, I told them flatly. Over a little request for freedom? Grow up, Andrea scoffed. Linda added her 2 cents. He's always been too stiff, dear. Don't worry, we'll handle him. No, you won't. I'm leaving, and so help me God, I'll see you in court if you try anything. The divorce was brutal. She wanted half the house, half my savings, monthly spousal support. Her mother kept spinning stories to neighbors that I was emotionally abusive, controlling, never letting Andrea have a life. Some believed her, others rolled their eyes. She showed up at my parents' house with settlement papers. Sign these, or we'll drag you through court. You neglected her. She gave you everything, and you gave her nothing. You want to sleep around, then want me to foot the bill? Dream on. You always wanted to be the big man. Pay up, or watch me tear your reputation to shreds. I shoved the papers back. See you in court, Andrea. At the hearing, she recited her sob story about being neglected, starved for affection, forced to consider an open marriage as a last resort. Linda backed her up, calling me controlling and cruel, but my lawyer reminded the court that Andrea's idea of addressing her needs was humiliating me at a family gathering. Judge ruled we'd sell the house, split proceeds, and I'd pay minimal spousal support for a short period. Not ideal, but better than her getting half my life savings. Linda shot me venomous looks as we left. Andrea flounced away, refusing eye contact. I thought it was over. Moved into a small townhouse, minimal furniture, quiet life, work, gym, sleep. Refused to even think about dating. Liz visited occasionally, carefully avoiding mention of her mother. Then months later, out of nowhere, Andrea calls, voice shaky and frantic. Rob, I need money. It's serious. I need help with medical treatment. It's an STD. I barked a laugh. You're calling me because your promiscuity left you with an STD and you think I'll pay for that? Don't be cruel. You know how expensive these treatments are. I made mistakes, okay? I wasn't as careful as I should have been. So you sleep with half the city, catch something, and now expect me to fork over cash. Not a chance. You owe me. You neglected me for years, pushed me to find comfort elsewhere. I owe you nothing. We're divorced. You wanted to be free. You got it. Next day, she shows up at my door with Linda. She looked exhausted, dark circles under her eyes, hair disheveled. Let me in. We need to talk. I blocked the doorway. Talk about your STD? I already said no, Linda chimed in. You filth. You can't even help her when she's ill. You're an awful excuse for a man. I'm not paying for her mistakes. Andrea's eyes filled with crocodile tears. Just let me inside. I'm not leaving until you do. Fed up, I let them in. 5 minutes, then get out. I tested positive for an STD. My insurance covers some treatments, but not the full course. It's expensive. My mother can't take on the entire financial burden, Linda hissed. He's got money. He should pay. You want me to finance your mistakes? Serious? Like that public humiliation you put me through? This is your fault, Linda pointed at me. If you'd been a real husband, she never would have sought others. You keep telling yourself that. Now both of you, get out. Andrea's tears dried up instantly. So you really won't help? Not a penny. Then came the real kicker. My daughter Liz calls from college. Dad, you have to help Mom. She said she might have another issue. She's pregnant. A strange numbness settled over me. Pregnant? She claims it could be yours. She's convinced you slept together at some point during separation. I burst out laughing, cold and mirthless. Mine, that's impossible. She's convinced you slept together during separation. We didn't. And even if we had, I had a vasectomy years ago after we had you. So that baby definitely isn't mine. Silence. Then a soft, what? From Liz. I made that decision before all this chaos. Andrea doesn't know because we were drifting apart, but I had a vasectomy. So if she's pregnant, I'm not the father. Dad, are you sure? Yes, I have the paperwork, the tests, everything. It's not reversible on its own. She's lying or deluding herself. Liz exhaled shakily. Then Dad, she's losing it. She's telling me you have to come back to her, that you owe her this. She keeps insisting the baby is yours. She can insist all she wants. I know the truth. That night, Andrea showed up again, alone this time. No Linda, no dramatic flair. Just her standing in the cold outside my townhouse. We need to talk. I'm pregnant. It's yours. I couldn't help a spiteful grin. Good luck proving that. Rob, we were together a few times before we separated, remember? It could have happened then. I had a vasectomy after Liz, so you're lying? She looked stunned. That's impossible. How dare you keep that from me? Didn't see the need to share. We were drifting apart. If you were truly pregnant with my child, it would have happened years ago. But now, no chance. You're lying. Show me proof. I don't owe you anything. Get off my porch. Her eyes filled with tears. Rob, I'm scared. I have an STD. I'm pregnant. My mother doesn't have enough money to cover everything. And now you're telling me you can't possibly be the father. Do you know what that means for me? It means you have another man's baby. It means you messed up, not my problem. She let out a broken sob. All because you neglected me. I made mistakes, but you pushed me there. If you just loved me, none of this would have happened. Maybe I had neglected her, but that didn't justify her actions. You humiliated me at our anniversary, demanded I let you sleep with other men. Don't pin that on me, Andrea. You made a choice. And you're making a choice now to abandon me again. You're so heartless. Leave. I'm not your savior. Go find the real father of your baby. Maybe he'll pay for your treatments. She shook her head slowly, tears dropping. I hate you, Rob. Sure you do. Now, get out. Days later, Linda ambushed me in a supermarket aisle. You vile creature. Andrea's carrying your child and you won't help her? You'd let her suffer with an STD and no money? It's not my child, Linda. Ask your precious daughter about the men she's been with. You're a liar. She told me everything, how you two slept together one last time right before you left. That baby is yours. I had a vasectomy. She never told you that part, did she? So whoever fathered that kid isn't me. Linda blinked, thrown off. You can't be serious. Believe what you want. This is all your fault anyway. She never would have gone to other men if you'd been a real husband. You'll pay for her medical bills out of guilt, if nothing else. Go to hell, Linda. I'm not paying for anything. Andrea actually took me to court demanding a paternity test and child support. I brought my vasectomy records. We took the test anyway. Let the court see the negative result and proof of my vasectomy. Andrea's claim crumbled. The judge scolded her for wasting the court's time. She looked devastated, trembling as the result was read. Outside, she confronted me with tears in her eyes. You always wanted to punish me, didn't you? Now you got your wish. You punished yourself. Linda spat. May you never know peace. You destroyed her life. She destroyed ours first. Don't blame me for her reckless actions. Andrea stumbled back, pressing a hand to her stomach. Can't believe you'd do this. I loved you once. I loved you too, Andrea. But you threw it away the moment you announced you wanted an open marriage. And you never asked why. You never cared. I cared. But I'm done now. Move on. She opened her mouth, closed it, tears spilling down her cheeks. With a final, tortured sob, she turned away. Linda rushed to support her, shooting me one last venomous glare. I walked off, each step feeling heavier, but also strangely liberating. We were finished. Really finished, with no illusions left. My daughter called that evening. Dad, I heard about the test. Mom's hysterical. Grandma's cursing your name. Are you okay? I'm fine, Liz. It's over. I'm not the father. There's nothing else to say. I'm sorry this all happened. I know you love your mother. I do, but I can't defend her anymore. She lied to me. Tried to make me believe you were the bad guy. I'm upset with her, Dad. You don't have to pick sides. She's still your mother. Weeks later, I heard Andrea moved out of the city, presumably to start fresh. She gave birth at some hospital far away. The baby survived, though rumors suggested her STD complicated things. She refused to say who the father was. Linda eventually followed her. I never saw them again. Our daughter sometimes mentioned her mother in passing, but never with much detail. I assumed Linda still ranted about me, blaming me for everything. Maybe Andrea still told sob stories about how I'd neglected her. But here's the thing. She made her choices. She humiliated me publicly, demanded I watch her sleep with other men, then expected me to pay for the consequences when it all went wrong. She got her freedom along with an STD, pregnancy from some random guy who won't return her calls, and empty pockets. Some might say I was heartless. Others would argue I delivered poetic justice. In the end, neither viewpoint mattered. What mattered was I'd broken free of her manipulations. She wanted an open marriage. She got her freedom, complete with diseases, unknown father for her baby, an empty bank account. If that makes me the villain in her story, so be it. I knew the truth. I'd loved her once, but she chose another path. Now she had to walk it alone. And if she ever tried crawling back again, demanding money, claiming ties that didn't exist, I'd do exactly what I did before, laugh at the absurdity and slam the door in her face. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes.